Okay. This example we have seen where it was the example of dot value and dot inner text. It was taking the value from the text box and on button click, the value was getting bind under the division. Let me run again. Okay. Here some value was there. Suppose Apple was written. If you click on text box, the text box value will appear under this division. What is the flow is once you click on button, JavaScript will come. JavaScript will take the value of text box, and again JavaScript will return back to the division called a container. It's like this. The value was under the text box. As we click here, value gone from the HTML to JavaScript and JavaScript to HTML. So sending the value as well as receiving the value, both. We'll create another example. There we utilize some other thing on key of how it will happen. Multiple text box value, how to pick, how to display in different places. Just example of some exercises on input and output. Taking the value and displaying the value. So data binding 3.html file you can create. Data binding 3. Three already we have, I guess. 4. Data binding 4. Okay, let's start from HTML again. It will come. A script. We'll open the body tab. Next, after that, JavaScript and HTML. Input and output. Example. create a text area. Using calls property, we can increase the width. Using rows property, we can increase the height. And inside on key up, we will call a function called get value. Inside the get value function, will pass this dot value, the value of current text area. Then we'll create a paragraph, and under the paragraph we'll apply one ID as a message. And what we want is, as the user start typing under the text box, that value should appear in browser. As the user start typing under the text box, that value should appear in browser. So how that value will appear? We have to write a JavaScript function for that, because the requirement is take from the text area and display under the paragraph. Take from the text area and display under the paragraph. HTML cannot do that. Only HTML cannot do that, taking from the text area and giving into the paragraph. So for that, in between we required a JavaScript who can exchange the value, take from HTML from the text area and keep to the HTML only under the paragraph. Okay, hope ready. Now go there, write a function, give the function name called get value. Inside the get value, you will receive as a input. Input is a variable, it can be anything, but under the input variable, data is going to come from the text box. Under the input variable, data is going to come from the text box. Now we can go here and alert we can do as input. Alert input. Now the value of the text box, whichever we enter, it pass under the get value function. Get value function will capture the input variable, and from there immediately it will display under the, it will go to the input variable, and from input it will pass to the alert. Okay, so hope you are ready. Let us sit now, run this file. We enter the value inside. As we enter, alert will come. You can see I'm entering the value, I'm getting the alert on key up. Now our requirement is to print the same value in the bottom section. So for that, paragraph is the output tag. So inside the paragraph tag, just you can write here document dot get element by id, which id message dot inner text equal to input. Document dot get element by id, which id message dot inner text equal to input. Next, whichever the content will come under the input will assign to the text message field. So please check once your value is getting processed or not. Okay, let us check now. Your value should be like this. The page should work. Whichever the value you enter here, it should appear in the bottom immediately. This is nothing but input and output. Okay, one side you are giving the input, processing is happening using the JavaScript. JavaScript is taking the input and returning back to the browser as a output. Returning back to the browser as a output. Okay. Okay, so working like this. Next, after that, what we understood in this, we understood like on key up how to pass a value of a particular element to the JavaScript. When the user interaction happen based on key press, how to pass the value of particular input element to the JavaScript and how to receive a parameter, and whichever the input comes, that how to return back to the HTML again using the inner text or inner HTML. Now at same time, if we want to find out how many character is input by user. User had done the input, but how many character he has entered. So we can write here one I tag. Inside the I tag, we can write here id equal to total total, And from the JavaScript, we can find out total how many characters the user has typed inside the text box. Okay, how many characters the user has typed under the text box. So we can go here and we can add one more line, document dot get element by ID, which ID, that is called total dot inner text equal to input dot length. Document dot get element by ID, total dot inner text equal to input dot length. How many character was typed by the user? How many character he has typed? So using dot length property, we can find the length of a string, and after that length of the string, we are returning back to the total. Okay, hope working. Check now. Let's see here how it goes. It display like this. The total number of character, how many will type. It will display below this many character you have typed. That is happening through the simple JavaScript function. So hope working. I should go up to the next example. Okay, then we can go ahead with the next example, that is called data binding 5.html. You can create data binding 5. Under data binding 5, we will implement some kind of loop statement. Okay, loop statement like how to run a loop and dynamically generate the content. So data binding 5.html. Previous HTML code we can copy the similar. This also should be look similar. We can replace the script part, JavaScript. No problem, let it be. This division you can replace. Dynamic data binding you can write. Dynamic data binding. Now create another division where you want to display all the contents. A division id equal to container. Inside the container you can write no data. Once we click on a button, data will come from the JavaScript. We will write as a no data. Once you click on button, then content will come from the JavaScript. Okay. So under the JavaScript now, function we have is okay. We will write here a button where the user can click. Button get list of 1 to 10. Get list of 1 to 10. Now to get list of 1 to 10, you have to call a function. Get value function we called here. Let's do till here. Okay, so hope ready. Now go ahead. Inside the function, create a variable called data equal to empty variable. Run a for loop here. For loop we have gone through. Run a for loop. A variable I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, I plus plus. Inside that, you will write a alert here. Inside you will write a alert here. Call I. So once you click on button from JavaScript side, you will get nearly 10 alerts, 1 to 10. From JavaScript, 10 alerts will come, 1 to 10. Okay. Hope ready? Check now. If you run this file, click on button, we should get an alert continuous 1 to 10. Okay, 10 alert will come. What we want is, we want like this all 10 alert should not display only alert. It should store in a variable. The 1 to 10 what is coming, instead of keeping as a alert, it should store in a variable. Okay, instead of keeping as a alert, it should store in a variable. It should store in a variable, and finally that variable should come as a alert. So for example, now you can see here, data is a string variable. Inside the string data type variable, I will be writing call data equal to data plus I. So what will be the value of I? The value of I will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like A equal to A plus B. Data equal to data plus I. So now under the data variable, the one by one value of I, that we call 1, 2, 3, will get assigned. Means will get concat. Addition will not happen here. Why addition will not happen? Because addition will not happen because the data variable you have defined as a string. So the plus operator will check if any of the operands are a string, then addition will not happen, concatenation will happen. So at this point, addition will not happen, concatenation will happen, and the A to 1 to 10 will go to the variable called data, and data will hold at last list of 1 to 10. Let me give you show you as an alert after the for loop. There we'll get to know what is coming under the data variable. What is coming under the data variable? Okay, so it is going to come like 1 to 10 in one line. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in one line. All 1 to Z, A to Z will appear in the same line. Okay, 1 to 10 came in the same line. Now we want to keep them in the new line. So to keep them in the new line, what we'll do? Let's go here first, print in the browser. So 1 to 10 should appear in one line. Document dot get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. Which ID? Container dot inner HTML equal to data variable. Inner HTML equal to data variable. You will find 1 to 10 in the same line will get printed into the browser. You will find 1 to 10 will get printed under the browser. Okay, so let me go here. See how that appear. It's like this. When I print here, 1 to 10 will come here. But our requirement is something else. It should print one after other. It should not print in the same line. It should break the line. So how to break the line? Hope is working. Please check once. Next, after this, we can add here a BR tag. As you know, to break the line, we can use the BR. So this is dynamically you are generating the HTML now. You are generating multiple BR after each number. So I will give you a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after that, you will have a BR everywhere. Okay. Now, let's come to the browser, see what is happening. Okay, BR has not come. Why it was not saved? See, multiple BR got injected in between. Finally, at last, okay, finally, at last, will do okay. It will give you the list of 1 to 10. List of 1 to 10. Instead of following one BR, we can create the multiple BR also. Okay, 2 BR it will give, double line break will happen. 2 BR will give the double line break. See, 2 BR is giving double line break. Something like this. Replace to comma, nothing will happen. Try and check. Comma will not work like the concatenator here. Replace with comma. It will give the first occurrence. It will not give the second occurrence. So here nothing is coming. The variable is always empty. Empty. Comma will do the concatenation if the file is only js.js and output you want to print under the console. Plus operator will work if you want to send your data in the browser. Now we are sending the data in the browser. We are not printing in console. Okay. Check now. Next after this, we have to create another file. This is the code, you can use that. Okay, so ready. Go ahead next then. Create the next file. Or maybe in the same file also you can do. Create one more button. Okay. Write the function as a to print 20 to 50. Print 20 to 50. Print 20 to 50. After that, write a function print 20 to 50 function to inside the function to create a variable again, data variable equal to write a h2 here, put inside the list of the number, the 20 to 50 number list. 20 to 50 number list. 20 to 50 number list. Coming down. So inside the data variable, what we kept by default? We kept by default 20 to 50 as a number list. 20 to 50 as a number list under the data variable. Now we will do again for loop. If variable I start from 20 less than equal to 50 and do the increment by 2, I equal to I plus 2. Next, inside that, we will not use only data equal to data plus I. We will create a paragraph dynamically. Data equal to data plus p tag will open, and here under the p tag will enclose the value of I. Finally, p tag will close, and this p tag, better you keep here /n. Here also keep /n, /n. After the loop, keep a alert here of data variable. See what is happening. Okay, the alert will guide you. Yes, inside paragraph, what we generated. So let me keep a spacious line. Okay, hope ready. Next, after that, see what is happening in this. You can say for loop start here, 20 it will start from, it will go till 50, it will increase by 2, 20, 22, 24, 26 will come, and whichever the number will generate, number will not be directly, it will come under the paragraph now. I we put under the paragraph, /n is there in the last, /n is going to guide us, yes, what will happen in that, or what is happening in that. Let me come here, run the page, click on second button. You can see here H2, the 20 to 50 number list. Line break happen because of /n. 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. And finally, it will go till 50 and then loop will get finished. And this much of paragraph is generated dynamically. Now this paragraph, list of paragraph that is available under the data variable, that we need to send to the browser. that we need to send to the browser using inner HTML. Why inner HTML? Because we have used the tag now. We have generated the tag. If you follow the inner text, tag will display like a text. If you follow the inner HTML, tag will display like a tag. Okay, save now. Mukesh, you log in for the HTML class. Log in
Yes,
at
sir.
8:15.
Okay, sir.
Other people, whoever are logging for HTML class, they can log in for 8:15. New name I can see that is called USA. You can also log in at 8:15. Save now. Run the page now. See how it is going to happen. List of paragraph will come in the browser. Since we are using the inner HTML, so paragraph will not display the p tag. It will display the output of p tag. You can see here 20, 24, 26. So where to where? 20 to 50. 20 to 50 numbers are printed. We can print in one line also. We can print in the new line also. All the options we have. So hope your page is running. Okay. So next example. This alert you can remove. Now we can copy the same file, paste in the next, give the file name call, give the file name call, Data binding 6.html. Data binding 6.html. Same content we can take copy. In the data binding 6.html, get value first function can remove. Let it be second function. In the second function slash n and all you can remove. Slash n was just to understand how it is generating the new line. Here also all same, no changes in that. We'll remove the second button. First button will keep the first button. So this is the final code where we have a function 2. The function 2 is going to print 2 to 50. Sorry, 20 to 50. 20 to 50 it is going to print on button click. But in this file we want 3 paragraphs should come in one line. 3 numbers should print in one line. 3 numbers should print in one line. Three numbers should print in one line. Okay, so hope written. In this file, what is the requirement? In this file, the requirement is to print the 3 items in one line, 3 number in one line. Hello? 1, 3. Okay, so 3 numbers should come in one line. Let's run this file first. See what is happening. When we print here, still coming same. We want 3, 4 numbers should come in one line. So for that, functionality is happening through the HTML. That is okay. Now, sorry, functionality is happening through the JavaScript. Now the look and feel you have to apply through the HTML. What should be the look and everything should get applied through the HTML and CSS. HTML has helped to display the data. JavaScript has helped to generate the data. Now CSS will help here to change the look and feel. So I will write here one line of CSS, style, open and close. Now for P tag, we will not keep P directly, we'll write a class here called my P or my item. If my item, for that my item, we can write one CSS. What CSS? In one line, total 5 numbers would come. So we can write here width of paragraph 20%. So that total width is 100%. 100% divided by 5, 20% will come. So one paragraph will take 20%, and float I will keep as a left. Float I will keep as a left. So it will appear one after other, and text hyphen align I'll keep as a center. So the number will print in the middle of the paragraph, and font hyphen size will keep somewhere 40 pixel. It will look big font size. That much. What it will do in one line, total 5 number will print. It will come big font size, and it will have a gap of, not gap, you can say each number will take 20% of the area. Float left will fit one after other in the same line. Okay. Now write first CSS. Then this CSS you can call here add per paragraph. Class equal to in single quote my item. Class equal to single quote my item. Class equal to single quote. Inside that you can write my item. Now hopefully 4 items should appear in one line. Okay, hope written. Now let us run this file. See what is happening. On button click, you will find 4 items, 5 items should appear in one line. See here, 5 is coming in one line, next 5, next 5, next 5. Just a single button click, this all got generated. This we can keep in the center also if you want. H2 you can write align center. H2 align center. H2 will also appear in the middle. Hope working sequence. Print in the middle or somewhere else. Center, come like this. If you want to get reduce the font size, 40 pixel become huge. It's giving much gap from all the side. Top to bottom, left, right, everywhere. So this process happened from the JavaScript. Same way, we can keep a button here. 20 to 50, it's an even number. You can add one more button. 20 to 50, odd number. Same function we can copy. This we can keep as a 3. And this function we can copy. Function 2 you can copy and paste below. Right here function 3. And start from where 21. Automatically it will give you all the odd numbers. Nothing to do anything. 21 plus 2. First 21 will come, then 2 will add it. 23 will come, 25, 27, then 29. That way it will print you. You can check it. If working, then we'll see you tomorrow. What's the name? Okay, wait for some time. You'll get a call by 10 o'clock.